Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? How is everyone? Hello, hello, hello. I don't Hey, what's up, Eric? I don't know how many viewers we're gonna get this early in the morning on a Sunday. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm not live for that long. Uh, but Lost Island starts up tomorrow and I want to answer some questions, get some ideas of a video I could make tonight to try and answer it. Try and get that out before reset today, so figured I'd try and get some questions going. I really want to gamble, but I'm not a gambler, and like I know in a couple of weeks I'll get another 5-star, and it feels so bad to lose my 8-star because I get impatient. It feels if anyone has questions or anything like that, happy to answer. Again, I know I'm live early, so um maybe you get how much. Hey, what's up, Indian? Tech Monster. I have 4 brothers. Uh, it's awesome, Eric. Uh, why do I decrease in power when attacking people even though I win? If your troops die, if they're not just severely injured but they die, then they go away forever. So that's why you would lose power. Hey, what's up, Pants? For those guys that don't know, Pants is one of the reasons I didn't quit when my wife's account got hacked. Pants is huge. Hey, what's up, Maria? Hey, what's up, MW2? Cavani, if you want to send me a screenshot on Discord, I maybe don't understand what you're asking, or I'd like to see what you're looking at, basically. I'd like to see what you're looking at. Ugh. I also want to, I think I'm going to feed this 9-star Scorpion to this 9-star Atlas next. Or to this 9-star Atlas next, so it can be 10-star. And I'll just put this 8-star Scorpion up as the helper here. So I think that's the next big project I'm saving for over here. Giovanni, can you just send me a battle report screenshot on Discord? There's a lot of videos on it, Luke. But first I'd figure out everyone's time zones, and I would try to pace it out evenly. You don't want to, you know, cause people to suffer loss of sleep or feel like they're unjustly losing tower opportunities and stuff like that. That can create a lot of animosity and be negative and detrimental to the alliance in general. So I'd definitely go with that first. After that, I would figure out building structure and stuff like that. Number of T8s versus T9s you have, since you're from a younger server. If you have X number of T8s and X number of T9s, you can determine what areas you can hit before you have access to full rows of T10s versus full rows of T11s. So that's really how I would prioritize. Giovanni, it's in the description. All of them are. All right, then you're gonna have to take it slower, right? People aren't gonna have as many T8s and T9s, or people aren't gonna have as many the ability to hit high level structures, right? And then their nodes are gonna be lower. They're gonna be hitting T4s, which have level 8 troops, but their production will be lower, and they'll be hitting T5s. And you're gonna want to push them to upgrade sooner once they can use SXI troops and SX troops. After the third day, everyone should be getting level 6 or 7 nodes. Mixed marches are not very good with carriers. For Guardians shooter, it's because there's a lot of powerful Guardians out now. And on top of that, Guardians have boosted stats that you don't have to worry about T8 versus T11 differences in Lost Island. You just get to use both. Lost Island seems to be opening probably like 4 to 6 months after the server started. Roughly. Rough guesstimate. Yeah, Eric, it's kind of like that, but like Golden Crystal's the only special ant that really does well solo. The rest of them really benefit from having a lot of the same troop. Like carriers being mixed isn't the best, and most people don't have success with Guardian or carrier shooter. sent in on Discord. I don't see anything that shows that you lost power, my friend. I don't see anything that says that you lost power. Oh yeah, it could be power decrease from not healing your ants, because the severely injured are gonna go to your healing pool. Correct. Eric is correct. Hey Allison, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Sorry, I was talking to the professor. He's in my Discord. He's the resident guardian expert. He's insane. He's definitely insane. From your other videos, I got to know Atlas Beetle is better than normal Scorpion. Can you please explain from Carrier why I choose Beetle when Scorpion has more stats? JN, if you are free to play, Atlas is better because it's universal. It allows you to play Panglion and get better stats overall. It's kind of like a small stat difference in order to get better investment, essentially. Because if we look, all right, that's my wife's account. Oh, and that's Apex. One moment. All right, I was playing Apex before this, and I was like, I should just be streaming. So if we look at it, right, you're getting carrying attack and defense stats are minimal. Carrying at health stats are minimal, and then carrying at attack and defense stats are minimal because it's the troop, it's not the special int, right? And your stats are coming from a bunch of different places. Again, stats are minimal. Stats are minimal difference here, but you get the ability to do Panglion with all three troop types, and you get more resources on Panglion because you rank higher. So that overall boosts your account in a higher direction than the small amount Scorpion will give. Now, if you're pay to win and you can get Hornet and stuff like that, Scorpion's totally fine, right? Scorpion's totally fine if you're pay to win and you can afford to get Hornet, right? But as a free-to-play player, investing into one orange insect that can help your account overall and get you more materials to level up things by being able to do Panglion better on every day, because you'll get more material. Soldier Reform, I think. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, Soldier Reform. You'll get more other Reform chests. Way better. And then your second insect can be scorpion. Hopefully that helps, Jane. If it doesn't, let me know. Jan, Hornet's only available from event. It is not cheap. It is the most expensive insect as of now. Most insects are in between $200 and $225 for a 7-star orange insect, because the events are more probability case and you can min-max to buy cheaper packs. Hornet has only been in high RNG packs, so it can be as low as like $175 but as expensive as $300. I mean, Eric, your Godzilla might have been more because you bought more than one item. Your Godzilla might have been more because you bought more than one item from the event, but Godzilla was not more expensive. I can't remember what I bought from it, but it was $220, $225 to get the one item. So MW2 Mimicry Master's Awakening shines at level 20, which is a high investment, right? Like Giant Tooth shines at level 10 the most, right? Actually, I can get to level 10 now. Right, so you don't need to worry about level 20. It's the level 10 inflict silence effect for 1 round. Great. Okay, so Giant Tooth, great at level 10, doesn't need higher. But if we look at Mimicry Master, the A skill can additionally increase the damage taken to one target by 20% for 1 round, is what you're looking for, because it increases the damage taken for whatever row hits from it significantly more, whereas this is just increasing damage overall. However, Mimicry Master with level 20 Awakening is doing insane DPS, so like well worth the investment, but you do need to be aware that you have to get to level 20, which is a high amount of Awakening protein. I do not like Dark Giant. My Dark Giant isn't even in my formations. And I plan on D-starring next week, next week I plan on D-starring Bullet Slim Arch, and I haven't decided between New World General and Black Golden Armor, not gonna lie. We'll see how, I think it's Black Cancer does. I think Professor recommended me using Black Cancer next week. Yeah, Black Cancer. And if I can do more damage with Black Cancer next week, then I will yeah, so I'll be trying this. Sorry, I was just verifying Professor's notes. I'll be trying this next week, and if I can get it to work, I'm gonna D-star Golden Armor, and I'll have this one D-starred and this one D-starred, which is fine because I don't really use this for PvP like that. Which Giant Tooth shouldn't be back here, marched up here. I use these 2 marches really for PvP up here, and then these 2 are like more for like if I need them type marches. They're not expected to do well, but what I cared about is 3v3. I really care about 3v3 and the idea of I want to ensure, how does this, I really want to try and boost my overall impact and things. Let me try swapping. I want Ghost right here. I want Oh, I took out Shikari Master. Oh, yeah. I want my Shikari Master up here. And then over here, I want to do like Mimicry Master probably over Submerged. Do like an all Guardian for me. Bullet Ant can be really good now though, particularly against Guardian Meta Ants. I tested around 30 hits and in with it and in different marches, and it still did better than any of my other marches without stars. I mean, that's fair, Eric, but I don't have the same experience, and I want to star up. So my Golden Crystal finally got a dupe over here. My Leaf Devourer right here can be starred up. I know I'm not gonna use it for this, but my Leaf Devourer could be starred up, and my Mimicry Master could be starred up, right? Like, I just have a lot of things I'd rather star up than having like those types of things. Black Cancer could be starred up if it does well in PvE. So I want to invest into other areas. Like, I wouldn't mind getting one Awakening for Mimicry Master, leveling it up to level 20 and having it 2-star. I just I'd enjoy that more than having Bullet, Golden Armor, and I think New World General's the one that's gonna go, honestly. Probably. Allison, what do you mean? Nimble Treant is good, really good with Wise Berserker. Other than that, Nimble Treant is like a increased DPS of your other troops, so you need to run double DPS with it. I don't very much care for it in PvP unless you're running it with Godzilla, and it shines really well with Godzilla. And maybe that's the case for shooter main Eric. I wouldn't mind seeing some battle reports. But for carrier, I had 0 good hits with Bullet. It's one of my significant underperformers. Perfect. Yeah. I mean, it can be good, Eric, with that as well. I The reason I use shine is because it goes insane with it. Um, Otherwise, I haven't. It's not like insane with it, like it is other times. Uh, but this, yeah, Devil Flower Nimble Treant could definitely be a good like shout out or a good way to go around with it. But it's not the same level of destruction. Is that the right word? As it is with. Probably gonna work towards that node for DPS. None of these are thrilling. Sorry. I don't know why I got so fixated on that. That's awesome, Treasure One. That's way higher than me. I'm at like 320. Yeah, JN, that's insane. Morning, left, right, black and white. Is GDGTCF decent for a free to play? I don't really care for Gravedigger without Golden Crystal, especially as a free to play without Whip. Gravedigger really doesn't do well without more poison in the lineup than Gravedigger itself. Hey, what's up, Coochie? Yeah, I mean, Eric, I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just that, how do I word this? Nimble Treant does really well with Wise Berserker and does really well with Godzilla. Other insects with splash lowering like the defense, having a third DPS in there unless you have Wise Berserker is typically better because of the splash. Yeah, of course, left, right, black and white. Was more wondering if splash could affect heat ray, so when it hits each mark. No. This is a normal attack of shooter ants, and heat ray is a insect ability. Hey, what's up, Gold? Yeah, no problem, Eric. No problemo. What else, you guys? For carriers, I use Gravedigger, Golden Crystal, Chicory Master with Whip, but it seems less effective than with Hornet, same level, or without SM at all. Okay. You need 30 T8s in order to register, if that's what you're talking about, Coochie. You have to have 50 active players, 30 of them have to have T8s. Yo, what's up, NBHK? The breakpoints that I find for special ants are their active skills. 2, 2, 5, and 8. There are other times, right? Like when you get to X amount of exotics and you're still not doing anything else, that you should consider upgrading certain things. Or like if you're heavily PvP focused, you can get a HP node by going to skill 7 or things like that. But in general, I would not recommend upgrading to 4-star. Sorry, 50 active players and 30 T8 members. 30 players have to have T8s. No, gold. You don't have to achieve gold rank. It just opens based off of age of SVS or age of server. Oh, is it 35 now? Woof. Why doesn't it say right there? You. Why does it not say others? It is 35. You're right. Huh. Thank you. I don't know why I thought it was 30. I bet. I bet. Also about DOQ. I don't know what DOQ is. Does power there reflect mutations, or is it purely special line power? Talking about here? As far as I know, it doesn't reflect mutations. But I guess I've never tested. I don't pay attention to this power. I've never tested. I don't have an answer for you. Never tested, never been bothered. I don't have an answer, I'm sorry. Eric, I've had a lot of players find more and more success with Ghost, especially in second row. So that's opposite of anything I've heard recently. But I don't think so. Like, I have a lot of players reporting that their Ghost is working a lot better than like MF, or working a lot better than other special ints now. Almost like Alexa, stop. Along with along with the Awakening coming out, there are a lot of people that are buffing their Ghost, which, you know, take it or leave it for the rumor mill you want to start there. But yeah, I've had a lot of positive interactions with Ghost lately. Ooh, 148. I'll have to do it after Warzone construction. Do it up with some more nodes. If you guys are curious, the reason the Naya account is behind, actually I'll just do it now. The reason the Naya account is, the reason the Naya account is behind the UD account in nodes is because she's shooter, so she doesn't have as many like T7 and T8s to take. I can't beat a level 19 with my weakest unit. Well, that's depresso. Yeah, no problem, Eric. Basically, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that change behind the scenes, like impact gameplay that they don't tell us about. So whether or not you want to go down that rabbit hole, believe what you want, there's a lot of suggestions that things have been changed again. It's that way Ghost works better than it used to. Again, like, you're free to view the rabbit hole however you want. My son is apparently sick, so I'm sorry for the background noise. Over here coughing and sneezing. I don't personally own it, but a few of my Patreons own it, and they only have success if it's like 5-star Awaken. So it's like a pretty hefty investment to be used in like certain situations only. So it's not something I would like recommend. Gucci, I don't think he's actually sick. He just he's came on camera a couple of times, but I don't have my camera on, so I'm not letting him just sit on my lap while I go live. So I think he's just making noise. No, it works. Kids being kids. I mean, the enemy back row is where the DPS is, so that's not really a detriment. Like, being able to remove the DPS of the enemy back row is pretty insane. Level 9, Gucci. After that, you're using a lot of fodder to get to 10 and 11 for something you should be saving for orange insects. I'd rather have a second purple insect at level 9 than I'd have a level 11. Right? Like, your fodder should be going to your priorities as a free-to-play player. Your fodder should first be going to your locust, and then after that to your war special ant. And then I wouldn't go past level 9 because you want it for when you do get orange. You don't want to be waiting on your orange for that. Thanks, NBH. What else, you guys? Happy to answer anything you guys have. I think the stream might have just been too early to keep chat flowing. This is okay. Haven't done a early Sunday morning stream before. Usually I go to church at this time. We have other obligations. Eric, that depends on if you care about PvP or if you care about PvE. Which one do you care about more, Eric? You care about PvP or PvE more, Eric? Than 3 level 10s, Eric. Because your disadvantage by not having 3 level 10s is 3v3, which is like a pretty big component of PvP in the most case, and you want 3 strong marches over 1 like extraordinarily strong march. But here you need at least 2 strong marches, right? You need at least 2 strong marches, and then you can worry about getting 1 OP. I do recommend keeping 3 level 9s, or yeah, at least 3 level 9s at any given time. And then after I had 3 level 9s, honestly, I would probably go into 1 level 11. Which is contrary to my insects. I'm aware of that. But I never have fodder, so. But I will be getting a level 10 Atlas, and after I get this level 10 Atlas, I will be using it once I get enough fodder. 10 star my, or 11 star my whip. Both Coochie. PvP is basically all the same. Your giant tooth should go to at least 5 star if you're using it for PvP. I wouldn't worry about Banshee Velvet. It's trash. Awful special int. Awful. It would be better to have as many of them, I mean, as would I use broad spectrum. For 3v3 only, Eric, it's better to use your best special ants and best combination. For PvP, you should use your strongest troop type. Having a bunch of troops may sound cool, but it's not beneficial. Alexa, stop. Sorry about that, my dogs are going crazy. Exactly, Eric. Like, your shooters are way better invested. It would be ill-minded of me to recommend doing multiple marches. You definitely want to be able to focus on one troop type, invest your resources into that. Now for 3v3, I only have carriers well built, right? But for 3v3, I'm doing a guardian squad because for guards, I have good special ants and I have an Atlas beetle. Now, does that mean I'm going to go all in on guards outside of 3v3? No, but it does mean it's worth me investing into it for this one thing. Elliot, he's talking about in genetics, whenever you increase attack on a genetic, it increases guardian HP. Well, not even genetics, trooper form and everything, right? Like everything that you look at has like the same basic, not that one, has like the same basic scaling, right? So shooter ant attack, guardian ant health is the same as it is with every genetic. There's no like spice to it. There's no difference in upgrading, right? Shooter ant attack, guardian ant health. So he's saying whenever he increases his shooter ant attack, he's increasing his guardian's HP already. Once I get to Queen 25, what area should I focus on improving apart from hatching twins? Everything should go into evolutions, Coochie, and soldier reform. The attack percent is important for each troop type, just as important for each one. I understand for shooters, but for guardian, is attack percent as important as defense and health? Shane, attack percent, if you care about PvP, is no longer as relevant as everything else. So, no. You should also build based off of like where your stats are for everything. You shouldn't just build based off of X thing. Yeah, Shane, like a well-rounded troop is going to do better in general, but like if you care about PvE, I'm gonna recommend that you do way more HP. Ugh. If you're in the chat, Yuki, I'm very excited. Yuki messaged me. He said he's a fan and he wanted resources, and I have spare resources for days. But what I'm lacking is season achievements of like, we're like on a peaceful island because we are just trying to recover like resources and stuff. So I'm lacking killing soldier ants, right? I need to get to 2 million soldier ants. And my other account is like even worse. So I'm just gonna give them a bunch of resources so that way they can do their evolutions, and I can yeah, here I haven't done any PvP with the Naya account because Naya's not on my phone. But yeah, so I'm very excited to be able to trade some kills for some resources. Eric, defense is pretty insane, in my personal opinion. Is anyone from server 248 here? Can they talk to me about it? Kind of curious. What's recommended healing pool normal capacity when attacking squirters during SVS? I mean, your healing pool capacity could be, you know, 5 during SVS if you wanted. As long as you stay on top of it, it doesn't matter. It's if you like can't stay on top of it or you're doing more attacking than you are anything else, you have to worry about increasing it. I would save your healing pools for other build days. Like, I do not recommend strong forcing upgrading things. I do not recommend strong forcing upgrading things because you want to stretch builds out to like 3rd shell, 6th shell instead of going to 9th, so you get a steady inflow of creature remains, because as you go past the 3rd or 6th shell, it's exponential growth, right? To get to 3rd shell is X, to get to 6th is an exponential growth, to get to 9th is an exponential growth, and the rewards don't exponentially increase, but 3rd and 6th are the good breakpoints. So it's not necessarily the best after you get Queen 25 and have a T9 evolution to just max every building and get 9th chest every day, because they haven't been introducing new buildings, or if they do, it's only like a day of build, or maybe like sometimes up to like 2.5. Now, if you're in Lost Island, there's like argument to get 9th chest after you've done enhancing, but I wouldn't go and like max your pools just to get X, if that makes sense. Yeah, of course, Eric, easily. There hasn't been a day I don't get 9th build day in so long. Or 9th on any day not build day in so long. So long. And I would never sacrifice creature remains not to. Gucci, that's totally fine. During Warzone, oh man, I can't remember what it is, but during Warzone you get like a significant boost in healing pool. I don't know where it is, but during Warzone you get like a significant increase in healing pool anyways, so it's not big. I'm culty. Herder is easier to get 9th chest asterisk. It's easier to get 9th chest after I think it's like level 50 or something like that. Yeah, it's like after an investment, right? Yeah. So it's after an investment. Level 52, you start to get more points on on special ante. Level 59, you're starting to get building point increase. So it's after a significant investment. I'm never gonna invest like that. I want cultivator up. I'm going for cultivator level 104. I guess so. I barely have to gather ever again in my life. Maybe 131 meat gathering speed also increase. But I don't pre-gather right now anyways, or I don't have to. I do, but I don't have to. And I want to keep that trend up. I want to make it so that way, like, I can pre-gather and be done with it and not have to worry about finding another node or anything. Yeah, exactly, Kuchi. So as long as you stay on top of it, it's not a big deal. And you get resources back for troops you lost anyways. I mean, Hero, you should have a feel of meta as you go, but you can always ask in my Discord how people feel about the special ant. Eric, I can't, like, if you're in like a peaceful area and you don't do Lost Island PvP, then maybe. But other than that, it is so hard to justify being herder because the thing that I struggle on is having speed ups to heal during a real Lost Island. Exactly, Eric. Like, you're asking to invest way more diamonds. Like, you guys just watched me buy from the VIP store. I'd rather buy more from the VIP store. It is so hard to justify uh, the benefits of herder, especially with like having to get to like such a high level and like the detriments to get there in the first place. Like, I just personally can't do it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying it's like the worst thing ever. I just personally would prefer to be like cultivator and have an easier gathering day because herder is not as good as cultivator during gathering day, right? So like it's just my personal priority, right? I gather 2 days a week no matter what, and then during Lost Island I gather 3 days every other week. So it's just impossible to like justify wanting to stay X thing. Yeah, I'd keep golden armor, get rid of acid general. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't swap my class. It's diamonds I don't have to use on VIP store. I can use on other things. Like you see, like I don't have enough to buy the last 3 orange special ants that I want to. I don't really buy anything else in this store. Sometimes I buy kiwi if I have like an excess of diamonds, but that's about it. I just have a priority list, and spending, I don't even know how much it is. Spending 3,000 on this is not worth it to me. That's 3 kiwi I could buy. Like, yeah, that sounds great. Rebel. Does attacking squirters count as invasion? I'm thinking if I should switch to culty at Queen 25. There are very few raid targets worth hitting in my server near that. No attacking culty. Ooh. I think they're. Ooh. Oh man, it's been so long since I've done a KE. I'm like 95% confident, Coochie, that attacking a squirter is not counted as invasion. I believe we've done the tests and now something could have changed, but it does not count as invasion. The easiest way to determine it is to have the genetics on, invade during squirters, turn off the genetics, invade, see if the attack stat difference is there. But when we tested it last, it did not count as invasion because it's a fortress or a structure, right? Same with nodes, those also aren't invasion. Yeah, thanks, Eric. No. They're asking like when they hit the squirter. I mean, that seems fine, Eric. A lot of people say they prefer shield warding in the front. I believe there might even be a skill that requires it in the front. Not gonna cap. No, but a lot of people like it in the front because it can heal itself and take more damage over time. So I'd probably put it in the front. You want focused attack, Eric. You don't want to just hit random troops. So putting Slim in the mid row silences their front row more consistently. What else you guys? Yep, should impact the entire troop, not just its squad. Otherwise, it'll say in its squad. Which is why there's like such controversy about like Crimson Fragger versus like Jack Jumper in PvE, but no, Eric. Mine's level 26. Mine's level 26 and I have 20 more of these. Yeah, Tribal, you want to like healers are not very good in the game typically, but you definitely want healers in the front. Shield Warden in the front with like Guardian Shooter is also insane because all healing effects are required to go to him, so that can be like pretty insane. Eric, like the way you have to look at it is like right now, if I'm gonna start my golden crystal, right? So I have 15 or 18 exotics and I'm gonna use 12 after that. So this is 2 weeks worth of work. On the third week, I'm not gonna have exotics to go up in golden crystal, or I won't have dupes of Chicory Master to upgrade it, right? So now I have nowhere to put my spores. So I'm gonna do the blue ant special trick to get to like halfway through 8th chest. I'm gonna invest the rest of my spores into my mutation ability, because I'd rather do that than just do the blue ant trick. So I guess it depends on where your account is, but like this is a good spore dump if you're doing nothing else. So because I find myself frequently not wanting to upgrade things, that's where we're at. Now, again, I am gonna be building an all Guardian row of Shield Warden, Leaf Devourer, and Mimicry Master to replace 3 of my special lands that have stars. So I'll be busy for like the next couple of months and I won't invest into it at all. But if it wasn't for that, I'd upgrade it. Like on the Naya Cupcake account, my Reap Master just got skilled 5, so I'm gonna upgrade these 2 over the next 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna go into mutation and I'll upgrade these again. No, Tribal Ruby is the worst, second worst special in the game. The only reason it's the second worst is because you have to pay for White Velvet. If you didn't have to pay for White Velvet, Ruby is the worst special in the game. Skill 8. Kuchi, if you look at my Discord, one sec. I don't know why that overlay is not leaving, but if you look at my Discord under useful data collection, useful data sheets, and scroll all the way to the top, all the way to the top, I have this, which tells you exactly how to upgrade a special ant, right? And this is to this day the proper order. There's nothing better, and it's in my Discord under useful data sheets. I didn't make it, Eric. Eric, I'm gonna use Atlas Beetle. I have an Atlas. It's free to play. I'm gonna do it. I'm currently working on T10 Guardians, so taking away my 4th March for Guardians doesn't bother me nearly as much. But then I can get rid of golden armor, bullet ant. Like my golden armor. Oh, this is nice. My golden armor is 2-star. My bullet ant's 2-star. And probably New World General because I'll have a 3rd March of Pure Guards. Yeah, of course, Gucci. Special ants haven't had like an impact like that. So special ants haven't had an impact in like order of skill change, so it's still applicable. It's even applicable for exotics, right? Like you saw the Reap Master on this account. I didn't have enough spores to upgrade them all, so once I got Reap Masters, you know, third dupe, right? So I can unlock skill 5 exotic. I went right past these two and I max upgraded this one, and now I'll go back and upgrade these two because it, like, the triggered abilities are way more important than the passive abilities. The chart not necessarily is as applicable for these, like for this order, because you don't really want to stop at here or here, right? So you're not going to wait to upgrade here just because you don't go here, right? This doesn't increase the amount of troops you have. So yeah. Yeah, I don't have any diamonds, King. Are you, Elliot, if you're in my Discord, if you have the ant roll, you have to have the ant roll in the assign animal. One sec here. I'll just show you. So under the information tab, there's assign roles, please. You have to select the ant, right? Which I have 5,000, just under 5,000 people in my Discord, and I don't have that many in the ant roll, so you're not getting nearly as many, not nearly as many people are getting the information that they could get from my Discord if they applied the role. But it's under useful data sheet and it's all the way at the top. And I did not make this. As you can see, the credit is to Grinch. He no longer plays the game, but I did not make this. Everyone's gonna hate me. 2 pings in the same day. Oof. King of the Squirrels, Tom, one of the best players in server 2 to server 150. Eric, I don't care if I remember you or not. I have Atris Collider to level 50, of course. Because it's been stationed for so long, passive experience. Oh, yeah. Level 50. Currently saving up for skill 8. Because, you know, might as well. Yeah. Like, if I'm gonna get copies anyways, might as well. Amber Glider is level 34 passive experience, and I'm saving up for skill 3 or skill 6. It's by far the best one. Correct, Gucci. Loser, asterisk? Your Lost Island rolls off of batches, so by not going in a batch with the rest of the servers that join, you're just gonna get paired with other server batches that may have older accounts than you. So it's like really detrimental to wait. Now, if people don't want to go, you're just delaying rewards, right? The sooner you start the cycle, the sooner you get everything else. Sooner you start the cycle, the sooner you get everything else. So I wouldn't delay, because like if you wait 2 weeks, right, because it happens every 2 weeks, if you wait 2 weeks, then the next time you get the rewards will be another 2 weeks delayed. And as a free-to-play light spender, you're missing out on a free 5-star just for participating, a free orange egg or orange ant shell, right? So that way you can unlock abilities and level up just for participating. Genetics are like whatever, and then 50,000 fodder. Like it's not worth it to me. Not to mention like 6,000 creature remains and stuff like that. Another guaranteed orange ant from here. Like I would not delay, but if you want to, I'm not gonna like diss you on your own gameplay, but I would not. Knowledge shouldn't come at a cost, Eric. It doesn't matter the history we have. Knowledge shouldn't come at a cost. I'd help Bobcat if he asked for help. Anger inside of the soul does nothing. Yeah, I was a different person then. I was a different person than Eric. I don't spend like that anymore, and I'd rather be with friends than anything else. So like I don't have the same repertoire I used to. Doesn't matter to me like that. Yeah, Tom, that'll happen. Oh, another thing I don't see enough of, if you're like in a high pay to win area and stuff, removing your insect in Duel of the Queens, Glory and regular Duel of the Queens, remove your insect from your defense so you can get knocked down. Because when you win, you get twice as many rewards than if you lose. So like I can usually hang in the top 10, maybe top 15, depending on like RNG and everyone else's formations. So I remove my insect, get knocked down a bunch, and then I can hit for victories and then restation my insect towards the end if I want, or leave my insect off because the rewards for ranking, or sorry, for challenging, nope, for ranking, don't happen. Where is it? The daily rewards, sorry, 11 through 50 are all the same. So it doesn't matter to me if I get knocked down from top, 12 to 50. And the difference here of the difference here is significance if you're like in top 10 restationing an insect, but if you're not in top 10 going down to top 50, like, I don't understand why people don't do it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's the same with over here, right? Like, I'm in the top 1,000 to 5,000. It doesn't matter to me if I change location, right? But like, today is the last day, so I want to grow as high as possible, so I'll just go like bam, right? Because it ends today. I'll challenge as high as possible up to go as high as possible, right? But like in normal day-to-day, it doesn't make sense to have your best formation up and lose because of it, or lose out on free rewards because of it. I'd rather just slowly see 25 instead of 50. I'd rather just slowly climb my way back up. What is that 8.5 million March in glory? At 69. Yes, I'm a child. That's what it is. This guy clearly cares about gore. He's invested almost all his exotics into this one thing. He's got a high level awakening. Like, Bluesra, it's just not gonna work that way. It just doesn't work that way. Beautiful. I'll get the last of my things. I'll give me 30 points. I'll be missing 9 points. Oh, mutate soldier rates. Oh. What's my secondary combat at? What does secondary combat even mean? Oh, mine's maxed. Mine's maxed. Yeah, I just liked the screenshot of all of these being maxed. I obviously had to max advanced combat, and this one I'm maxing guardians, and then I'll go to as high as I can on this. The Naya cupcake, since it lost time on evolutions due to things that happened, is not max secondary combat, is not max zone fight, which is really annoying. But its guardian ant is in line with mine, so I'm doing those evolutions at the same time. I'll break off. I'll do excellent enhance together, and then I'll break off of being in line and do carrier ant hatch late. But there'll probably be a new evolution by then. Yo, what's up, Fox Knight? It's kind of having a chill stream. You should have Hornet with your... Hornet is the best insect for shooters. By far. The best insect. So, I would get Hornet. I'd do Hornet. T10 shooters. Never detour from T10s. What's the evolution power on both accounts? 6.2 on the Naya less evolved. Naya didn't play for like 6 weeks because of shenanigans. So or maybe 4 weeks. No, I think it was 6 weeks. And then 6.7. So 500,000 off of each other. Nick, the only good way to get XP fast other than using QE, so first, you should be doing every CA that you can, because there is QE in, is it the third one? Yeah, there's QE in the third one. Yeah, there's QE in the third one, so you should be doing the applicable CAs without like screwing yourself over, right? And then the next best thing to do is hunt wild insects consistently with them. And if you're trying to power level like one special ant that you got, there are 2 special ants, Blackfire, which when max gives 50% while hunting wild creatures, and it's Troop, which again, Troop is the entire all 3 special ants. So if you have this one with a specific orange ant, it will increase it by 50%. And then Superb Spiny will also increase it by 50%, so an additional 100%. Now these ones will get that benefit, right? But eventually it'll be max and they'll all go to the orange. I don't have Dusky Lurker on my main. I mean, okay. I have Dusky Lurker on my main, but it doesn't have skill 6. That's Shield Warden. I probably wouldn't bother, Eric. I would do, but I would do Dusky for Golden Crystal Shikari Master. I haven't played around with Dusky Lurker nearly enough for PvE like I should, because like the Naya Cupcake account has Dusky Lurker with skill 6, so I should probably be using it in PvE a bunch in other places, so that's on me. I really wish you could speed up marches.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Maybe if I played around more, Eric. I just don't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm set in my ways, or whatever, as they'd call it. I'm D-starring my New World General this Thursday. We covered that earlier. D-starring New World General this Thursday. I just haven't I haven't invested much time and or thought about how to move around exotics and stuff like that. But I'll be I'll be changing it around here on Thursday. Finally decided to wake up and smell the roses. Whoops. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, just I only have enough whatever they're called, the orange ones, or the silver rewards to remove 3 of the 5 special ants that I want to remove, because I want to D-star 5 special ants, and because of that it's just gonna take time. So I haven't decided. I'm not gonna spend money on it because I can buy it every week for diamonds. So every 5 weeks I get to do a new special ant. And because I hadn't been thinking about it before, I've only been doing it the last 15 weeks, which is 3.5 months. So, you gotta put it in perspective like that. I don't do PvP, Eric. Don't care about it. And you have to let me load it up. After 7, so like there's like different breakpoints in combat speed, just like with special ant. With the insect, right? You want to get to skill 6 to get the combat speed because that's an advantage. At some point, combat speed becomes so irrelevant because it breaks you away from free to play to light spend to medium spend to high spender, right? So you have to get to that break point, and after that break point, it's not worth investing talents into. And I'm past that point, so. But give me a second, I'll show you. So I'm well over the 720. So like my next breakpoint based off of my pay grade is 720 combat speed. I'm well over that. I'm not interested in utilizing talent tree to boost that. So my talent tree is more PvE focused, right? If I was PvP focused, spending more, etc., etc., it would change my account, my genetics, everything else, and how I would have built it from the beginning. And then I'd go, I think it's like this node right here. Yeah, I'm ignoring it completely because I don't care about this. I don't care about PvP. Hey, what's up, Hollow? Right, so like, if I cared, maybe I'd change. Eric, it depends on your spend point. Like, I was at 660, but hasn't spent as much money in the game because we didn't spend for like 6 months on this account after what happened, right? So I'm not worried about it. If Naya was the same spender as UD was consistently, I would have gotten up to 720 for sure. That's awesome, Hollow. You see improvements on Groundhog and stuff? Cool, let us know how it goes, Hollow. Glad Fox Knight. All right, you guys. I appreciate everyone coming, but we're leaving for church here in the next few minutes, so not depends on the insect tribal. But anyways, we're leaving for church here, so I gotta go. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Hopefully the early morning stream wasn't too rough on people. Hopefully you guys got good knowledge. Thank you for those that came out. I know it is very different for me to be up this early on a Sunday, but I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support. Patreon links in the description if that's up to you. If not, please consider subscribing. Liking this video helps out a ton. Love it so much. Otherwise, you guys know how we do it when we do it over here. You can catch me in the YouTube comments. I get limited number of push notifications. You can find me on Discord. Best place to find me, #1 talker. Or worst case scenario, you can find me on server 260. Until next time, y'all, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Bye, y'all.